Welcome back to Rhys Does Things. And now, here's your host, Rhys McLoughlin. Yeah!
Hello. I'm Rhys McLoughlin. And I
am an artist.
And not just any artist I am. Oh no. I'm a filmmaker. As a matter of fact, you're probably familiar with some of my brilliant works of cinema, such as The Amulet and Night Terror, as well as this, and this. I tell you, it doesn't come easy. No siree. But I didn't bring you here today to discuss my illustrious filmography. You see, I really love microphones. Some might even categorize it as an addiction. I'll take a little sip of my trusty water. And there's nothing I love more about a microphone than the smell. So, in keeping with that spirit, I thought, why not do an entire video where I rate each of my 6 microphones based on their smell. Based on how good they smell. And you know what, feel free to play along at home if you've got microphones of your own. Maybe you got the same ones I do, I don't know. And you can play along with me. And if you disagree with my ranking,
that's great.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. The specific part of the microphone we'll be sniffing is the windscreen. I think it's called the windscreen, that's what I call it, and this is my show. That's the part of the microphone I find has the most musk. It's really the juicy part of the microphone. Dead cats don't count. I only have one of them, so I wouldn't be much of a tier list. Also, pop filters don't count, and I'm not just saying that because I only own 2 of them. I just find there's really not much of a smell to them. I don't know how you really get it. How you really get the same thrill out of that. Microphone connoisseurs know what I'm talking about. Let's begin. Take a drink of my trusty water. Okay, the first microphone we'll be judging today is the Blue Yeti, the very first microphone I think I ever owned. This was a gift. This was a Christmas gift from my dad, I believe. And he's pretty solid, pretty good looking. I just use him mainly now for road trips, which I haven't had much of. I don't really go anywhere. Nobody really asks to see me. The part we're going to be smelling is, of course, the windscreen, so let's pop that off. I always find the inside of these to be the most fragrant, so let's take a good sniff. Let's take a good long puff together. Now that's good. That's good stuff right there. That's quality. That's quality fragrance right there. You can feel the craftsmanship. Not as fragrant on the outside, mostly on the inside. There's something about this particular one that reminds me of my childhood, and I don't know why. Of all the microphones I've ever smelled, this one has the most smoky texture to it. Kind of like a good bourbon. It's a sharper smell. Definitely, it's more pungent. I don't really know what to rate this yet because I haven't smelled the others yet. So let's just put this at as our baseline. This is our baseline smell. Everyone else has to either be better or worse than this. Let's move on to the next one. The next microphone I have is the HARLAN HOGAN something or other. It's this microphone. I can't show it to you right now because it's attached to my desk, and it would just be a pain in the ass to try and bring out, and I'm not really that committed
to this video.
The HARLAN HOGAN is the microphone I use when I record any of my animation dialogue, or if I were to do a commentary track, or anything that requires a voiceover. That's where the HARLAN HOGAN comes in. That's the microphone you have to thank for delivering such life-changing performances as...
I stole your copy of Rayman Raving Rabbids for the Wii.
So, a round of applause for Harlan Hogan. Or as I like to call him, Harlan Hogan. Enough screwing around. Let's give it a little smell. Y'all know that's what we're here for. So, let's give this a little... That's definitely, it's definitely more mild than the others. It's far more mild. I have to really tug to get a smell out of that. It's almost, you almost don't really smell anything from this one. Maybe it's the material. It's definitely a softer material than the one for the Yeti. That's the Yeti, that's the Harlan. You can see the little hole, the pores are different. We're gonna rate that just below the Yeti. It goes Yeti, Harlan, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay, our next microphone is a bit of a special one. It is the Shure B. Back to the topic at hand, though. The Shure SM7B is unique because it has not just one windscreen, but two. This one, the thicker one, is for closer talking, so I'm told, and this other one that's thinner, which I call the thinner one, is for the opposite. But what about their smell? So we'll see. I'm definitely getting a smell, more like a soft shirt, but it's very mild though, so that's a point for it and a point against it. It's definitely pleasant. If you like the more mild, relaxed smell, you know, something more summer's eve, this might be the microphone smell for you. Yeah, very, very mellow. I'm gonna rate that just above the Harlan Hogan. So now it's Yeti, thin Shure, and then the Harlan Hogan on the bottom. This one gets above the Harlan Hogan because it has even though the smell is just as weak, this one is slightly more pleasant. All this mic smelling is getting me excited. I gotta take another swig of my my trusty water. All right, so now for Mr. Thick, Captain Thick. Everyone got your windscreens ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's sniff. This one has two unique smells. That's interesting. The inside smells like a softer, more, I want to say thrift store version of the Yeti, but the outside smells like a stronger version of the one I just smelled, the thinner one, the thinner Shure. That's interesting. I did not expect two different smells. I have the Summer's Eve on the outside, and the Halloween mask on the inside. Also, it's made me think of guitars for some reason. Well, I'm definitely ranking this one as top tier. This is number one so far because, my god, I mean, they went above and beyond. I mean, they met my expectations and then exceeded them. I'm blown away. This is my first Rode that I ever bought. The part that broke, as you can see, is this duct tape part. That's what I tried to fix. It snapped. But the mic itself was okay for a while. Until it wasn't. And now let's give it a sniff. Well, anyway, that's, I think we know where that sits. Alright, the next mic we have is this one that's actually sitting on my camera right now. But, so let's see. Actually, I should get closer to that. That's been our thing so far. You know, I really don't like to use the word disappointed around here. Because, I mean, I just don't want to be parental about it, you know? So, instead, I think I'm just going to say that I'm just not quite as thrilled as I assumed I would be. I'm gonna put the list here because I don't remember where they all are, so that'll have to be, I'll put that in post. Well, that concludes our microphone smelling journey, huh? Wasn't that exciting? Got in my trusty water again. Boy howdy, that tastes a lot more like chlorine than I remembered. Very Javex-y. That's interesting. How did that... Your guess is as good as mine, you know? Yeah, I think I'll have another sip. What do you know? It's all gone. I guess I can't confirm my suspicions. Maybe it tasted funny. I guess we'll never get to the bottom of that mystery. Silly Rhys, always drinking the evidence. Always...
That's not sitting right, is it? Wow. Why is everything moving? I can't seem to get my balance anymore. That's... No, nobody move. No, don't get help. I've done this 1,000 times. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell notification so you can get the notification when we release a new thing. Hail to the mob.